What I'm up though, guys, your favorite auditor, audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. I'm at the city of BERWYN, Illinois. This is a special request visit here. I am in my uniform 4.0. I do have my clipboard with me, and this time I do have a body cam on as well. Go ahead and turn on my body cam here. Body cam is turned on and activated here.
Right here, the phone number?
Gather some information. Come again?
There's no recording in here?
Immediately she wanted to be loud and cause a scene, so I'm just gonna ignore her.
So this one is not good.
What sign is she referring to anyway? I don't know who that is.
Alright.
Gather some of this information here.
Sir, we don't give you the right to record us.
What's your first name? What's your first name? Need to purchase 2 oath of offices, certified copies. Ma'am, do not create a disturbance. You are creating a disturbance. So they have a illegal sign over here. Let me pause that.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Hello. Hi, ma'am. I need to purchase 2 oath of offices, certified copies of the mayor and the clerk. Also, can I have 5 Freedom of Information forms? Come again? Is that the clerk's counter right there? Right at this counter here? At this counter here? Hello, hi ma'am. I need to purchase 2 certified oath of offices for the clerk and the mayor. Yep, 2 oath of offices. Are you the clerk here? Okay. If you don't sell the oath of offices, who does?
We don't sell the oath of office.
Ma'am, I'm here to purchase certified copies.
Okay, there's a difference between purchasing certified copies and what you presented.
Yep, oath of office, certified copy.
If you'd like a copy of it, the certified copy, you will need to request a freedom of information.
Okay.
And I would appreciate it if you would not record me, sir.
Come again?
I would appreciate it if you would not record me. I'd like very much for you to turn that off.
Yep, ma'am, it's recording, audio and video.
I understand, and I would appreciate.
Can I have 5 Freedom of Information forms? These people got like a 1-star review on Yelp.
If you could complete that form for me?
Yeah, can I have 4 more, please? You see, ma'am, here it says on your own form, I request certified documents of $1
Sir,
each.
that's not how you asked for it originally. You've got it on recording how you asked for it. You might want to check.
Yeah,
okay?
according to state statutes, ma'am, I am able to purchase an oath of office certified copy at $1 each.
You're going to get a certified copy of the form itself. You're not going to get the oath of office.
Okay, ma'am, I'll go ahead and fill this out. What's your first name?
When you're done filling it out, sir, all you have to do is
All right. Let me fill these out.
I'm thinking within the next
Pause
3 months.
this. Ma'am, I also need to do an inspection on the general fund for the year of 2020 expenditures.
Sir, fill out the Freedom of Information request with whatever information you would like to receive a copy of, certified or not. Okay?
Ma'am, I'm also asking to do an inspection on the general fund for the year of 2020, which should be readily available.
Would you like me to print a copy of the Freedom
Sure.
of Information request for you?
No. The general fund for the year of 2020 is what I need to do an inspection on. There's information within the book of the general fund. In order for me to complete my Freedom of Information forms, I have to inspect the general fund that's readily available for last year.
Go on, sir. So, there's posted signs, I guess, as far as recording goes.
What's your name and badge number?
Sure. It's Officer Organic 229.
Okay, is your body worn camera, do you have body worn cameras here?
No, I do not.
Okay. Is it illegal to film in here?
If the signs are posted, then yes.
Okay, these signs, sir, these signs are ordinances. They're not the actual Freedom of Information Act. I have the Freedom of Information Act here. It allows me to film in this municipality corporation here, sir.
Okay.
I'm also here to purchase oath of offices, certified copies. What's your name badge number, sir? 241. That's good enough. What was your last name? Seppi. Okay. I am able to film here. I got 3 pieces of forms of municipality here. Okay. So, if the only thing that called you guys, what is the reason why you guys came here?
For that particular reason.
For that particular reason. Okay. What's the call event number? Before I finish finalizing these documents here.
We'll have our supervisor come right now. He'll talk to you.
Okay.
He's on his way.
All right. Pause.
What are you trying to conduct?
Well, I have plenty of business to conduct here, sir, and I do not need the presence of any police or supervisors of any police staff over here at this moment. There's no crimes being committed. I do not need to speak to the
It's a
police.
crime, but you're delaying your own business.
No, I'm the one who's saying that there's no crime being committed here, and I'm not delaying any business over here. These folks over
Your
here,
own time.
these
instead of
folks
getting your
over
business
here are
done.
the ones who's delaying me. Okay,
But you're taking up your own time.
sir.
Right?
By
You're
when
not
you
taking
guys,
up your own time?
sir, when you guys came and engaged me, that's wasting your resources. Okay, you're here to protect the
I
law.
work 8 hours a day. I'm not wasting anything.
Okay, well you're over here. I'm gonna have you report a non-compliance about one of these staff members here. If we're gonna go that way, since I got you boys here now, gonna have you file a police report on one of these staff members here for non-compliance of state statutes.
Okay, but like I said, you're taking up your own time. I don't understand.
Sir, what time does the
I don't
establishment
understand
close?
how
What time does the
you're-
establishment close?
You're giving up your own time by doing
Sir,
all that.
that's your opinion, that's your
I'm just saying,
imagination there.
It's fairly
Okay.
obvious.
That's your opinion, that's your imagination there. I need to
My
finish filing.
imagination.
That is correct.
I could stand here for. I'm done at 10:15. We can stand
Well,
here till the
now-
building closes if you want.
Now that I have you here, sir, I'm gonna need you to. Now that I have you here, sir, I'm gonna need you to file a police report of non-compliance. What is the reason why you good folks are here?
The question is, what's the...
Because they don't want you recording it here.
Sir, is it against the law to record in here?
You're not supposed to record it here.
Is it, there's there a
You can record us, you can't record them.
Absolutely, I can. This is a public place, sir. I have 3 forms, government
But there's home rule
Sir.
on lots of things, my friend.
Sir, according to state statutes, I am
Home
able.
rule on lots of things.
Sir, that is not. That's against the law. Those signs there.
Okay.
The signs that are posted here are
Once
against the
again,
law.
you're using up your own time.
No, you guys are over here trying to intimidate me.
Not intimidating, I'm telling you, you're using up your own
I
time.
have one of these employees here that I'm going to file a. I'm going to have you or your superior file a criminal non-compliant report.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Do you have the arresting powers? Do you have arresting powers being a sworn officer?
No.
Okay. If I have evidence, if I show you evidence of an employee here with 5 minutes ago breaking the law, are you willing to make an arrest?
What the purpose is why
There's
you're
no laws being broken.
recording when obviously there's statutes up here. There's per statute, right? Not being able to record in this facility without prior authorization, unless there's a public hearing, right? Because you got to understand, there's other people here with their personal business as well. They're attempting to do something with the city hall, right? That's their personal business, and you are recording them.
Sir, sir, I have the Freedom of Information Act here, 47 pages. Okay. I also have other packets here that grant me the right to film in this establishment here.
Okay.
There's no private information being obtained on this video.
I hear them talking. I currently hear them talking. I'm pretty sure that camera's picking up their conversation.
Sir, listen to this. Listen to this. These statutes that you're referring to over here, according to the Freedom of Information Act, gives me the ability to record in this corporation here. I am in a public place. My initial visit was to purchase, let me give you a summary of my initial visit here. My initial visit was to purchase 3 oaths of offices, signed and dated, certified. Before I received the Freedom of Information form from Clerk by the name of Sandy, I did mention to the young lady that a certified copy of an oath of office cost $1 each. Okay, I wanted to purchase 3 oaths of offices, one of the mayor, one of the main clerk, and one of the police chief. She stated to me that I'm unable to give her $3 money and purchase oath of offices. So she advised me to file this form here, which is called the Freedom of Information form, in order to obtain those oath of offices.
Wesley, 3701 Wesley, our caller Jose would like to speak with you. Referring to a male.
Hang on.
Actually got out of his vehicle and urinated on his property. This video, 3701 Wesley.
However, the Freedom of Information, I do not have to file a Freedom of Information form in order to purchase certified copies of oath of office. Certified copies of oath of office should be readily available. Here's $3, sir. Here's 3 oath of offices. Have a good day. Okay. Now, at this point, I'm going to be filing these Freedom of Information forms. However, I also have to inspect the general fund expenditures book for the year of 2020 for the city of BERWYN, Illinois. In order for me to complete filing these Freedom of Information requests, which I have 5 separate forms here, I need to inspect the general fund. When I inspect the general fund, I'll be able to complete these forms, receive stamped copies, and I'll be on my way. Now that I have you fine gentlemen here, I'm asking if you have arresting powers. I do have evidence of a crime being committed on this film from one of the employees here. If I show you the video on body cam, will you be willing to take a report and or make an arrest for non-compliance of state law?
What's the state law?
The state law is non-compliance. That's a refusal of service.
So what was the refusal of service? Because what you told me though, they gave you the information, and they actually gave you the documentation as well to fill out.
What's the first name of your police chief record keeper on the police side?
Oh, the record keeper?
Yeah. What's the first name of your police chief?
I'm not sure. Record keeper. We don't have that.
Sir, your police chief is a record keeper.
Correct.
What's the police chief's first name?
Michael.
Michael. Okay, good enough. Sarge, what's your name badge number?
My name is Watch Commander Arnony,
Uh-huh.
Arnony, star number 318.
Thank you. Do you guys have body worn cameras issued?
No.
No? Okay. Sir, according to state statutes, freedom of information, matter of fact, since we got the camera rolling, listen to the first two paragraphs. This is
I understand what you're doing, but right now you're tying up several officers.
Sir, you boys have many important things to do and resources to conduct. There's no laws being committed here. Compliance, possible non-compliance of one of these staff members. You see, the staff members called the police here thinking this it's a crime to record in this public space here, which is not a crime. Now the things have churned. The one who's committing the crime is a possible employee that works here who's non-compliant with state statutes. You being sworn officers to uphold state statute, U.S. law and state law, would be willing to take that police report. However, I'm going to complete filing these forms and I'll be on my way. I may not press charges. I may press charges at a later time. I may file a non-compliant report at a later time with the attorneys general.
What you can do, if you wanted to make a police report, one of these officers will gladly take your information.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
then we forward it on for investigations, and it'll go that route.
Absolutely.
We'll take report. Nobody's denying taking
There's
police reports.
there's no disturbance. There's no disturbance happening here from any of these good folks over here standing in the line. The disturbance happened initially when I walked in the door from this employee right there with the glasses. The body cam, as soon as I stepped up to the counter, sir,
Sir, the issue
body cam is on.
I understand. The issue is that other people's business can be picked up on your camera or recording system, and they may not want their business known to everybody else.
Well, sir, maybe, that's maybe. There's no expectation of privacy in public. The new legislator, that maybe one of these days we see you as a governor of the state of Illinois with the intelligence that you have. We changed legislator and we have good folks over here hand over their private information on a written notation into the custodian and or provide the, you see she's creating, you see the intimidation tactics behind you?
Okay.
What they're doing here? So anyway, sir, I'm going to finish finalizing my business here. I'm going to receive few stamp copies from the over here, deputy clerk, and I'll be on my way.
And I will have one of these officers take your report that you feel someone has broken law, and it'll be followed up.
This is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. I'll go ahead and phone 911 after I finish completing these forms if I do not get the proper compliance from state statutes. Okay.
911 is for emergencies.
Well,
not for calling to
sure,
make a police report
sure.
regarding
Okay.
you felt you...
Here's what I'll do. I'll ask one of these assistants here, one of these staff members here to kindly call you good folks to further report this non-compliance here.
We can take that report right now. Just give one of these officers your information and what your complaint is. They will generate you a report number.
I'm filing freedom of information. If I'm going to be doing a complaint report, it's going to be through the Freedom of Information Act, which does not require first name, last name, and or address.
So you do not want us to generate a police report.
At this second, let's hold off until I see if the employees comply with these requests. Okay. Sir, that's not against the law. Okay, that is not against. Sir, let's read the entire act. Let's not look at the title.
Oh, I just did.
If,
I actually looked it up right now.
okay, if we're able to get that on paper and read it now, I'll show you why that does not apply to this event.
Okay. I understand as a public facility.
Sir, let's not talk any further. Let's look at the exact statute.
How about showing what you have here?
Okay, sir, I'm through talking. I don't have to show you anything. What I have.
Go over it. I don't know.
Sir, I need to finalize filing these paperwork here. Now the employee's back there talking to an officer, maybe conspiring against my rights back there. Okay, that's not cool, sir. Let's abide by the statutes here. Okay, let's abide by the statutes here.
Absolutely.
Okay. Alrighty. Pause. Do not need the presence of police officers here.
They want you to stop recording.
Sir, I'm going to finalize these paperwork and I'll be on my way.
I get you.
I have to do a follow-up,
I
sir.
don't care if you record me. You can record me all day.
Okay.
You can follow me.
Sir,
wherever you
I
want to
can
go.
record in here as well. I am going to be doing a follow-up at a later time to possibly pick up these records sought in person, which I may do a follow-up, and I am going to record again for my follow-up. Okay, sir?
Sure, you can. You get the permission.
Sir, it does not require... Listen to this.
And
Since,
then not only that, but you can also probably take you to a separate room so they can have that
sir,
conversation
I'd
with
like
you.
to see you... You seem like a fair gentleman. I'd like to see you sergeant one day, maybe lieutenant. But in order to get further, we have to abide by the statutes. We have to inform ourselves with
Absolutely.
state statutes.
Absolutely.
Pursuant to the fundamental philosophy of the American constitutional form of government, it is declared to be the public policy of the state of Illinois that all persons are entitled to full and complete information regarding the affairs of government and the official acts and policies of those who represent them as public officials and public employees. Consistent with the terms of this act, such access is necessary to enable the people to fulfill their duties of discussion of public issues fully and freely, making informed political judgments and monitoring government
Absolutely.
to ensure that it is being conducted in public interest. Okay?
Checks and balances.
The General Assembly hereby declares that it is a public policy that the state of Illinois that access by all persons promotes the transparency and accountability. The transparency and accountability of public bodies at all levels of government. It is a fundamental obligation of government to operate openly and provide public records as expediently and efficiently as possible in compliance with this act. Okay, sir, this is one of the first two paragraphs of a 47-page
I get it. So
freedom
where,
of
can you show
information.
me in here where he talks about the recording in general areas where it's posted?
Sure, absolutely. Public record means all records. Public record means all records, reports, forms, writings, letters, memoranda, books, papers, maps, photographs, microfilms, cards, tapes, recordings, electronic data processing records, electronic communications, recorded information, and all other documentary materials pertaining to the transaction of public business, regardless of physical form or characteristics. Form or characteristics. This is not a this area here is not a restricted area. Okay. What current time do you have on your watch?
1632.
Good enough.
Can
Okay.
I get the CAN number for this incident? My computer's not working properly.
48069. Okay. So form here, along with two other forms of guaranteeing the ability to record in this space here. Okay, sir, like I said,
You can record a public fine. This is a public building, yes, but people are conducting their own personal business. They're giving out their own personal information that they don't.
so you know what constitutes that, sir? If once this is disseminated to the public for matters of public interest, if once this is available to the public for public interest, if it did capture any private information, it's up to the good folk citizen to sue me. If this information gets out, private information gets out to the public, which there is no, sir, I follow ethics, okay? I follow state statutes I abide by state statutes.
They will process your FOIA request,
Yeah.
and it takes up to 5 days.
Absolutely. That's not what this is about. That's not what this
What
is
is it
about.
about?
You folks are here because of the video. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and finalize these. It takes 5 business days of compliance to receive the records sought. These records, I may end up picking these records up in the next 5 business days in person, which when I do come back in person, I will be recording as well. So I just read to the fine gentleman here, Trovac, the statute of what public records specifies in the Freedom of Information Act, and that's just one packet of information that guarantees you the right to record in this space here. Okay, sir, I'm gonna go ahead and ask this young lady here for the general fund for the year of 20.
If you're gonna do it while you're recording, they're not gonna help you.
Well, then again, that's a refusal of service. That's a refusal of service, and that's when I might need the police to file a police report. Okay, because, sir, these are the state legislator here. Let me finalize these FOIAs.
So honestly, a lot of that legislation you just told me, that you just read off, there's nothing pertaining to recording in areas that's designated no recording.
Sir, again.
I'm letting you know what you're
Okay,
doing.
sir.
Right?
You can mention that all you like. There's the freedom of press, First Amendment Constitution. Are you a sworn officer?
I am.
Do you have an oath of office readily available?
Sure.
Can you bring it now?
No.
Okay, so it's not readily available. You swore to uphold the U.S. Constitution, freedom of press. I am here also acting as press. Okay, sir? So you're here supposed to tell these good folks, yep, he's allowed to record in here. As long as this man is abiding by the state statutes, you have to comply with this gentleman's requests. If there is any laws being broken from my fellow colleagues here, which one of the staff members will inform you on, then you good folks will come over here and pursue a police report of noncompliance to one of these staff members here of noncompliance. There is Department of Homeland Security, Operation Readiness, in order to record public officials in the course of their duties. Okay, sir? There's 3 packets of government information here. Allow you and your neighbor to come in here and record as long as you're not in a conducting your official business, not recording in a restricted area.
So let me put it to you this way. If I was here, plainclothes as a civilian, doing my business, and I noticed that people are constantly recording me, third party, why would I want to conduct my business here? Why would I even want to come back to this location?
Sir, again, maybe one of these
honestly,
days,
it's a honest question.
sir, maybe one of these days we make you a state legislator. We turn you into a police chief. And at that time, you'll have the executive power of changing legislator. Okay, again, as I specified to you, if I did catch any private information, let's say a phone number. If I caught a phone number, it's disseminated this to the public for matters of public interest. It's up to the person, to the neighbor, sue me and say, hey, he put my personal phone number out on the video. In this case, that's not what's happening here, sir. This is my first time ever coming to this town hall and obtaining these records. I did not know if there's zilch folks in here or 100 people in here. Okay? I'm over here abiding by the state statutes, and what's happening is it seems that these employees here are the ones who are breaking the law. So let me go ahead and finish filing these Freedom of Information requests. Well, in order for me to finish filing these FOIA requests, I have to inspect the general fund. It's almost like I have a checklist. It's almost like I have a checklist. Expenditures fund, inspected. Freedom of Information log, inspected. Zoning and ordinance book, inspected. And so on and so forth, with any and all records readily available. These records do not have to be produced. They don't have to be gathered within the 5 days of compliance of what I'm asking for. What would have to take 5 days of compliance would be, let's say, this fine gentleman's oath of office. Okay, anyhow, guys, like I said, I'm going to finish filing these. I'll receive some stamped copies for these record requests, and I'll be on my way shortly. If one of the employees does not want to, if one of the employees said, sir, sir, can you not record, you know, in a decent fashion? Okay, here, I'll point the camera up towards a different direction, but why wouldn't I not film a non-compliant employee to possibly help in the court of law filing a suit of non-compliance? When somebody comes at you disrespectful, you turn your body camera on regardless whether any crime is happening or any engagement according to state statutes, body-worn cameras. Okay, sir? There's no crime being committed here. Again, if
316 BERWYN.
Your camera may be picking
Hi, I
up
give the caller the chat number.
information, people's personal information that they don't want recorded. They have a right of, when conducting business, to not be recorded
sir,
and have information.
there's no expectation of privacy in public. Driver versus V. Hayes. Okay? There's many information here. Public record means all records, reports, forms, writings, letters, memoranda, books, papers, maps, photographs, microfilms, cards, tapes, recordings, electronic data processing records, and so on and so forth. Okay? I would, if I call a personal phone number here, that won't be on the video. Okay? I would be sued by my neighbor if that information was out disseminated to the public for matters of public interest.
19 BERWYN. Just a couple ads. It'll be GOA. Will be 10X.
Oh. Signed and dated oath of office of Mayor, Clerk, and Police Chief.
Okay, so 40 minutes ago.
Paid by Deputy Clerk of What current time do you have, sir? Non-military?
4:48.
Thank you. 4:48 p.m.
Yes.
4:30. Okay. Okay, excuse me, sir. Need to ask the young lady here.
She's not going to deal with you while you're reporting.
Well, sir, I'm gonna ask one time. I would love to read this code here aloud on camera, also to you gentlemen here, so we could determine now that these signs are not about this event, not pertaining to this event. I'm well aware of the statute here. I don't have it memorized. However, we could read it word for word in the next 5-10 minutes, or maybe we could sit down and have a conference at a town meeting. Hello, hi, Deb. Ma'am, can I please inspect the general fund for the year of 2020?
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Sandy?
Not really.
Sure, yep, absolutely. I'll be. Come again?
Can you step away from the window?
Yeah, but well, you said give me a minute. I'll wait a minute here. Pause. Okay. This is somebody else's information here.
Read it. Here.
If the offenders touched it, I wouldn't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Behind. Yes, certainly.
Do you have like a shredder back there? A burn bag or anything like that? I'll get rid of it.
315 and 316. free.
Right.
Keep the evidence.
But find I don't know find
Video surveillance. Yeah.
Looking at that picture.
Services for veterans. Well, I think. I thought it was right here.
That was my attention.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Sarge, Deputy Clerk, I asked Deputy Clerk if I could inspect the general fund. She said, sure, give me a moment. I don't know how long that is. However, she said, sure, give me a moment. In order for me to finalize the last 2 of my 5 FOIA requests, I need to open up the general fund book, write down some information of records I'm seeking. I think she's grabbing the book now.
Oh, yeah, veteran, yeah. Here, buddy.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it.
I could take a water if you have one. Thank you. We all work together, guys. We all work together.
Listen, man, I'm not saying I don't get it. Like, I completely get it.
Thank you.
I get it. The issue is that eavesdropping with other people around. And right now, there's nobody around. But one other thing is you go up to the window and there is information that you can clearly see.
Sir, right now we're talking opinions. Until we read that code that's on the word for word, we would make the determination that it does not apply to this event. Just by knowing that it's a state statute says it all. I thank you so much, ma'am. What's your first name? I was gonna maybe put you a 5-star review on Yelp. Thank you. The young lady gave me a water here. Does not want to identify. However, it's good to see folks being promoted. It's good to see folks become promoted. Sir,
I'm not sure what exactly
that may be it there.
you're looking for. However, City Hall
I
closes.
think I think she printed that out for me to keep.
No.
No, okay, not a problem.
But here's the thing.
Here's your cold water for you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
I get it. Here's the thing. If you want to go through, inspect all these documents.
Uh-huh.
City Hall Week, they're closing in 4 minutes. I'm sure you're probably not. I don't know what you're looking for in here.
Okay.
There's 190 pages or something like that.
Sure.
This is the card of the clerk. You can make an appointment.
Uh-huh. Sir, I would be back at a later time, possibly 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Sitting.
Dead animal 3300 west of
Let's wait for that call to finish. Come over here 8:30 in the morning, sitting leg on leg all the way till 4 p.m. examining this book without an appointment. However, let me take a quick look at it. I may view the information that I need to obtain. First 50 pages are free. If the town closes in the next 4 minutes, this is exactly the book that I'd like to inspect. It's got all the account numbers here. I'm very understanding. Town hall closes in 4 minutes.
Yeah, you're gonna be here for a while.
No, yeah, I am at a later time. So this is definitely the book here that I have to review at a later time. I have for freedom of information, receive some stamp copies. Close the town hall, come back at a later time.
Okay, I'll give these back. I'll make sure they keep these on the side for you
Please.
for when you come back,
Yep.
okay?
Were
Okay.
those just printed right now?
I have no idea. I just walked
Okay.
back there. I don't know
That's
when they were
that's a
printed.
red flag if those were just printed at the moment.
I have no idea because I've been back and forth talking to my officers on the
Sure.
street. But I will make sure they put a note on it that
Please.
you're gonna be coming back to view these.
Inspect.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Yep, that is the general fund. That does have the account numbers there. Town may need a new staff. May need a new staff. Some of the police side, it's okay. Need to sit down and talk with the record keeper on the police side, police chief. And see if we have any executive powers to make changes. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Oh, pause. Just for clarification, Sarge, my initial visit was to purchase certified copies of oath of offices along with doing an inspection on the expenditures. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I specified.
Sir, can you give me the paperwork, sir?
Yes, I specified.
Sir, can you just give me the paperwork so I can?
Sure. Okay.
Sir, please.
I specified a reference number there. When I do come back in person, I would present this reference number that I generated.
But whatever number you want, sir, you don't have to give me your name or any info.
Well,
You don't have to explain anything. to me.
No, ma'am, that's not what I'm not explaining what records are being sought.
I don't need you to.
I'm just telling you what's the
No, thank you. I
reference
appreciate
code
it.
number that I
You've been
put
more than
there.
helpful.
Okay? List roster of all employees, job
I can
duties.
read, sir. I appreciate your help.
Okay,
I do.
all right.
But if you just give me a minute, I'll get this all done.
Okay, ma'am, ma'am, there's no need for poor.
No, I'm just letting you know that I don't need your help, but thank you.
Okay, ma'am, we all need each other's help. I'd like to see you maybe, I wouldn't say that about you, ma'am. However, these fine gentlemen here. Sir, did you just take a photo there with your personal device?
I did not.
Okay. This young lady took a photo with her personal device. It'll be illegal for her to delete that within the first 30 days. Ma'am, Sandy, do you have a tall envelope?
No, sir, I'm sorry. I'm out of it right now.
It's okay.
No, I just put it out. I logged into that. Everything's in the back.
Is this a BERWYN issue?
It's just a plastic bag. Okay, I'll go for today. Yeah, we'll do.
I may become the mayor of this town someday. The employee who called the police on me. Excuse me, guys. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can you complete this, please?
What needs to be completed?
Well, you need to tell me how you want me to deliver this info. You need to let me know if this is a commercial request.
It's
Could
non-commercial.
you please mark it on there
I
for
did
me?
not
You don't need to
specify-
tell me. If you could just mark it on the paper.
Sure. Pick up? Where does it specify commercial or not?
Right where I pointed, right here. sir.
Oh, okay.
And then you have 4 of them there.
Yes, ma'am.
313-309.
Are you also the FOIA officer here?
309.
Yes, sir.
You're not? Do you have
You'll
a...
be speaking give Clerk a call tomorrow.
Do you have a yearly training certificate completed?
Give me a couple minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Would you vote for me if I run for mayor, ma'am, for this town?
Solid question.
See, we like good patrolmen like you out here. We that are willing to, listen to folks, willing to inform yourselves on later time with state statutes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Please note, sir, that it does take up to 5
Yes,
business days, okay?
5 business days. That is correct. Thank you so much. All right. You gentlemen have a great day.
All right.
I'm going to be outside taking photos of that bulletin, all pages. There's about 30 pages out there.
It's outside?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Town hall's closing, I think, in the next minute or so. Ma'am, can I have this pen here?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Take it, Sure.
Okay, have a good day. Do you have a business card?
I believe you gave it to you.
All right. Oh, yeah. I think that was for somebody else. But anyhow, you folks have a great night. All right.
Did you get everything you needed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
What's your first name?
My name?
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Do you work here, sir?
Huh?
Do you work here?
Yes, I do.
Okay, filing freedom of information does not
cool.
require first name, last name, and or address.
Okay.
However, some of the what's your job title here?
I don't want to disclose anything since you're filming me. And
I'll point the camera in a different direction. Just,
shut it off, take off the other.
We're working together as a.
No, I just want to make sure you got what you needed, and that way you're going to be back. If there's anything else, just come back.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Well, anyhow,
you
sir.
seem to be informed, so.
Sir, maybe one of these days we might make you state legislator, might make you the mayor of the town, might make you the police side chief as a record
No,
as a
man.
record keeper.
I don't want to be a
However-
public servant. I don't want to be elected. I don't, would you want to be an elected official?
Sir, maybe one of these days you might have the option to vote for me start off as an alderman, start off as a mayor
You're
here.
going to run?
It's very possible, sir.
All right, go for it, man.
This captures the first 2 paragraphs of the Freedom of Information Act, transparency and accountability.
Yeah,
I'm thinking you do
that's
work here.
important.
I'm thinking you do work here and not wanting to identify because the camera is rolling.
Correct.
A fair man like you would be like, hey, I'm the code enforcer here. I'm the mayor here. I'm the alderman here. Welcome to the building. Anytime you'd like to come in,
My daughter works here. That's her car. I'm waiting for her to come out.
Is she a police officer?
No, the white one.
Okay, so do you work here?
I do.
Okay. What is your job
I
title?
refuse it. I don't.
Okay.
You make me nervous, right? When you come and start shoving the camera in people's faces.
That's where we're wrong at.
Really?
There was never a camera shoved in anybody's face. Let's choose our words wisely.
Well, that's true.
Let's
Yeah,
choose
yeah.
our words wisely.
Did they ask you to stop filming?
The who? The police?
Yeah. Or anybody? What's the ordinance or what's the law say?
Well, the
As
order.
I understand it, right?
See, guys, we're having a great conversation now. That's what it's
As
about.
I understand it, you could film public meetings, right? And this is a public building, but there's no public meetings.
If only, sir, you tell me what your job title is, we would have a great educational conversation for both of us. If you don't want to provide your first name and or last
I
name,
prefer not to. I don't want you make me nervous.
sir, there's nothing to be nervous about. This is going to be possibly seen by 100,000 people.
That's exactly why I don't want.
Okay. You specified your daughter may work over here. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Some of the employees here. This is my first time coming to this
Really?
corporation here.
Do you live
This
in town?
municipality. I don't answer those kind of questions, sir. However,
Well, if you want to run for alderman, right?
well, sir, step by step, a corner state statute. Here, let's start off with the statute. Let's start off with this statute here. If I was to provide this statute on a piece of paper right now, and read this word for word,
Yeah.
which may be about 10, 15, 20, 30 pages.
Wow.
If I was to read this out loud, you and I and the viewers and my neighbor would know that that does not apply to this event.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I haven't read it. It's
Okay.
closed. It's after 5. Yeah.
If we were to read that out loud, we would know that that does not apply to this event. Having a great conversation with this gentleman here.
It's closed, sir.
Thank you.
You folks have a great
no,
night.
sorry.
Be safe out
He's
there.
gone. Well, I mean, I tell you what. Seems like you got what you needed. So, thanks, guys.
Would you like this bottle of water here?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. So I would love to have a conversation with you if only you were to tell me what your job title is.
How about if we just go to a bar and you shut that off and I'll have a conversation with you?
Sir, you are working as a public official. You have the intelligence.
You don't know what I'm working for.
Sir, you told me you work for the town. Okay. Anyhow, so there's no misunderstanding. I like the film. There's 3 packets that specify the ability to record in here. Anyhow, great talking to you.
I think what you're doing is cool. I mean, right? If there are laws out there and you're working within those parameters to get
Sure.
the information that you're looking for, then that's good.
Absolutely.
But you know, it's just I think in general, people get nervous when cameras are shuffling. Well, not shuffling. When cameras are used to recording. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Well,
because
sir-
I'm old. But nowadays, there's cameras in the squad cars.
There's cameras
in the vest.
everywhere.
Is that like is that a recording device on your shirt as well?
This is a body-worn camera.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is.
Is that what the police use on the vest?
That's what some of the officers use as well.
Can you mount that on a car?
Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yep. And I'll be more than happy to give you the model number and all the information where you could purchase one for your own personal vehicle as a dash camera.
No, that's good.
However, I'm a fair man, and I respect folks that are willing to have a decent conversation about what's going on. Things that make somebody nervous does not stop your ability to practice your rights.
Yeah, I think like from my personal perspective, right? I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. I don't know where you're coming from, so
It's right of you to ask.
I don't want to let my guard down until I know that, right? Until you make me feel comfortable that you're not trying to hurt me or
Sir,
embarrass me in any way.
a camera cannot hurt or embarrass anyone.
Could.
It could only if they allow it to happen for themselves.
Right.
The person
Oh yeah, I get
that
it.
the
If I
camera's being pointed at,
If I was jumping, ranting and jumping around like a
that'll
rat,
be
then
hurting
that would
yourself, and that'll be
exactly.
embarrassing yourself.
No, I watched. I think they handled themselves very professional. I was watching.
Fellow
That's kind of why I was
officers,
watching. I wanted to see how they were going to treat you.
officers here,
Yeah.
these are
But
very fair men.
They treated you very fairly, I thought.
Well, they're upholding their signed oath to the Constitution, and they're very fair.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna go ahead and take photos of this bulletin here.
Okay, well,
It was
go
a
home
pleasure
with dinner
talking to
with
you.
you.
Take care.
Man,
Thank you, sir.
so wish you luck.
Again, last name, first name, and
John
or.
Doe.
Come on, man.
John Doe.
Police.
John Doe, bro. But hey, man.
Okay. Take care. Now let me take some of these packets here. So I left the town hall, now I'm back in the Whippets. Summary, all the employees made a S show, except for one who handed me the bottle of water. She asked the cop if he would like a bottle of water. And the cop said, no, thank you. I said, I'll take one. Now the cop is behind me. The cop now is behind me. So now I got the cop behind me. Good thing that I'm still recording. Let me pause here. Let me put my signals on here. And let him go in front of me so I could take screenshots of him. Okay, here. See, he got behind me. I pulled to the side to allow him to jump in front of me. There's no reason why they should be following me now. And here goes a Cook County Sheriff. Let me keep my body cam rolling too. Let me just get out this town here before they try to say, oh, you drove too slow. That's the reason why we pulled you over. Or some garbage just to try to talk to me or pull me over while I'm driving. Anyhow, folks, again, I went in there to purchase oath of offices. This was a special request visit. This town's got poor reviews. I am going to be reviewing that state statute that they have on the window, and I'm going to prove how that does not apply to this event. And the next time I go in there into that town hall to pick up those records sought, I may have that packet with me in case they call the cops at that time as well. Just like there's cameras everywhere, there's police everywhere. However, as long as you abide by the statutes, you read your state legislator, you have zilch to worry about. If anything, the officials breaking the statutes have to start worrying. And the police officers who don't hold them accountable should start worrying as well. Audit them always encourages you to audit them. Love.